The Haunted Mansion. On the outskirts of a quiet town stood Blackwood Mansion, an enormous house that had been abandoned for over 50 years. Broken windows stared like empty eyes, ivy climbed its cracked walls, and no one dared step inside after sunset. The townspeople believed the mansion was cursed. Many claimed they had seen lights glowing in the upstairs windows, even though there was no electricity. Others spoke of hearing a piano playing in the middle of the night. Most people avoided the place. But Ethan wasn't afraid. He was a young photographer who loved exploring abandoned buildings. When he heard the stories about Blackwood Mansion, he decided to spend one night inside and record everything. Just before sunset, he arrived at the rusted iron gate. An elderly groundskeeper was sweeping nearby. "You shouldn't go in there," the old man warned. Ethan smiled. "I've heard that before." The old man looked directly into his eyes. "If you hear someone asking you to follow them, don't." Ethan thanked him and walked toward the mansion. The front door creaked open with a gentle push. Dust floated through the air. The smell of old wood filled every room. His flashlight revealed broken furniture covered with thick white sheets. Every step echoed through the empty halls. He began recording with his camera. "Everything looks normal so far," he whispered, as he reached the grand staircase. Bang! The front door slammed shut. Ethan rushed back. He pulled the handle. It wouldn't move. "It's probably the wind," he said, trying to stay calm. He turned around. At the top of the staircase stood a little girl wearing an old-fashioned blue dress. She wasn't there a second ago. "Hello," Ethan called. The girl didn't answer. Instead, she slowly walked into the darkness upstairs, seemed to be watching him. He laughed nervously. "It's just my imagination." Then he heard it. A piano. Soft notes drifted through the hallway. He followed the sound to a large ballroom. An old grand piano sat in the center of the room. Its keys were moving by themselves. No one was sitting there. The music suddenly stopped. Silence. Then, a whisper came from behind him. "You're late." Ethan spun around. Nobody. His flashlight flickered. Once. Twice. Then it went out. Only moonlight shone through the cracked windows. He quickly switched on a spare flashlight. The room was empty. The piano was silent. His breathing became heavier. He decided it was time to leave. As he hurried downstairs, he noticed muddy footprints leading toward a locked wooden door beneath the staircase. Curiosity got the better of him. He forced the old lock open. The door slowly creaked inward. A narrow staircase descended into darkness. The air smelled damp. At the bottom was a small room. In the center stood an old rocking chair. It rocked gently by itself. Beside it lay a dusty diary. Ethan opened it. The final page read, "If anyone finds this, don't let her know you're here." At that exact moment, the rocking chair stopped moving. A child's laugh echoed behind him. He slowly turned around. The little girl stood only a few feet away. This time, she was smiling. But her smile was far too wide. Her eyes were completely black. She whispered, "Now you can never leave." The basement door slammed shut. The mansion fell silent once again. The next morning, police searched the house after Ethan's family reported him missing. They found his camera on the ballroom floor. The last recording showed Ethan running through the dark hallway. Then the camera turned toward the staircase. The little girl stood there. Camera. Waiting for someone else to enter the mansion.